And the voting has begun. It's kind of fun watching too, as we have until March 1st for the Oklahoma primaries. So to start this week's Explore Tulsa, we cast our first vote for music.
Then an update on being cool.
Followed by who's making all the real dough. Hi, I'm Stevie Fernandez.
And I'm Trish Whitmer. Hi again. It's good to see you back with us for more Explore Tulsa. Now, Stevie, do you have a favorite candidate in the primaries?
Trish, you know you're not supposed to talk about politics amongst your friends. That always ends up in a disagreement.
Well, Valentine's Day is coming up. You planning something special for your sweetheart?
I'd rather talk about politics.
Why don't we just talk about music and two Tulsa musicians who are getting more attention than Donald Trump?
And ever since Alaska and Madi met and started performing together, people have been taking notice.
We both joined an entertainment group in Oklahoma called Oklahoma Kids, and it's where they take kids from 0 to 18 and put them out on stage at a nursing home or a festival or anything like that, and they get to share their talents.
When we were in the group, it was Christmas time and we had both just joined and we both liked the same boy. So we absolutely hated each other.
Couldn't
really
stand her.
Didn't really like each other, and then they paired us to sing a Christmas duet and we were like, oh gosh, I have to sing with her? Oh no, I don't want to. And then we sang together and I took her to get a belt at Old Navy. We got matching belts, and after that we've been best friends 9 years down the road.
The boy actually lives in Nashville.
Yes, and he does.
He's an indie singer-songwriter.
Yeah, he writes for this company called BMI.
We learned not to like the same boys though.
And now we don't.
We
don't
don't
like the same guys.
Ever.
It's really easy that way. And I think because of that we found each other so young, it's been easier for us to kind of work on our talents and kind of meld our voices together. And I sing really high, and she sings really low, and I can't sing as well when I get into the low. I can't sing at all when I get down into the lower range, and it's just, we work together really well. And really, I should have wrote it about a relationship, but I didn't. I just wrote it. And it actually foreshadowed my future relationship, which
That shouldn't be funny, but it's pretty funny.
That's funny, but is called Lovin' a Cowboy.
'Cause loving a cowboy's like loving the rain. It's here for a while, then it's gone the next day. You wait for that telephone to ring. And when it does, he don't have much to say. You wonder if it's worth your time. When you fear it could be changed on a dime, but you'll still love him through the pain. 'Cause loving a cowboy's like loving the rain.
Our parents kind of said, oh, you guys should go try out for The Voice. Like, that would be fun. You should do it for your, last chance
We were
to
like,
sing together. And we were like, nah.
So we ended up deciding to go do it.
Really, because our parents told us that they were going to take us to a water park.
Yeah, so we were like,
If we went and auditioned for The Voice in
Get to go to
Texas,
a water park.
we were going to go to a water park.
We've never been to the water park, by
Yeah.
the way. Still have not been to the water park.
I'm a dead man walking here. That's the least of all my fears.
So we had Adam Levine and Blake Shelton turn for us. But having Blake be from Oklahoma and be in country music, and we had a lot of connections with him. He was actually in Oklahoma Kids when he was a kid, too. So we had a lot of connections with him, so it was kind of meant to be.
And he said, don't disappoint your home state.
Yes, he
when
did
we
say
were
that.
picking.
Don't disappoint your home state. Please.
We're going to pick Blake.
He's a solo artist, so him trying to mentor us in a duo world, it's harder because he doesn't do all the harmonies and he doesn't have to keep on track with somebody else. So that's why he brought the band Perry in, is to kind of help us, because they do the harmonies and the group stuff. So he was like, I don't know, you guys, they're gonna tell you everything. They're doing it. We're like, great. He's so funny.
You go through a lot before you're on TV. And so they really prepare you for everything. And so after it all happened, we got off and they aired on TV and everything changed.
You wonder if it's worth your time when your fate could be changed on a dime, but you'll still love him through the pain, 'cause loving a cowboy's like loving the rain.
Alaska and Madi are not only very talented, they are extremely respectful of those that have helped them make their career. I saw them recently at radio legend Billy Parker's retirement party, and they were there to wish him all their best and to thank him for featuring the duo on his show.
They are definitely on their way to real success. And later on the show, we'll hear more about Alaska and Madi, their future plans, and a few more of their hit songs too.
This show is full of network talent.
Yep, Alaska and Madi were on The Voice.
And our next guests were recently featured on Shark Tank.
That's right, Icybreeze did take their place in front of the Sharks as part of season 7.
And coming up, we'll get to meet and get the full experience from Icybreeze CEO Jason Shackelford when we return with more Explore Tulsa.
For over 33 years, Video Revolution has been Tulsa's headquarters for all the best name brands of cutting-edge electronics. The experts at Video Revolution can put it all together for that ultimate home theater experience. Video Revolution on the northwest corner of 71st and Lewis for Tulsa's best team of qualified sales, service, and installation technicians.
John Erling with Voices of Oklahoma. Our great state has been home to countless individuals whose place in history has been earned through each of their many accomplishments. Voices of Oklahoma's mission is to preserve their story in an oral history presentation like none other. Accounts direct from famous Oklahomans, political figures, and many others who have left their indelible mark on the development, history, and future of Oklahoma. So please, treat yourself by listening to those who are the voices of Oklahoma.
Hi there, and welcome back for more Explore Tulsa. Stevie, what do you have there?
These are a bunch of my inventions. I'm hoping that Shaq is going to teach me how to get in front of the sharks on Shark Tank.
You know, we had Jason and his Icybreeze team on the show a couple of years ago when they first introduced us to their cooler. So it took a lot of work to get where they are today.
Hey, look, I'm just wanting Jason to slip me Mark Cuban's digits, one phone call, and we're instant buds.
First, you have to have a great story like Icybreeze does.
Our owner, Dave Yance, was out camping one hot July night with his oldest son, Spencer, and they just couldn't find sweet relief from the heat. So as he's literally loading his ice chest in the back of his truck, he's like, wait a second, I can keep all of my drinks cool in here, I can keep my food cool. If there's just a way I could crawl inside this thing, I could be cool. There's gotta be a way that I can keep myself cool the same way I keep my drinks cool. And that's what he did. What we tell people is that it's going to be about 35 degrees below the outside temperature. So to put that into a context, on a 100-degree day, you're going to get roughly 65-degree air out of the nozzle. So when we're at a boat show set up, or air show or something like that, and we've got that cold breeze blowing into the aisle, people have no idea. They're not looking for this. They've never seen anything like this. They walk right on by and they feel it, and then they turn around and go, what was that? And so they come back, and I don't even have to say anything. They literally just go, something just impressed me, what was it? So they come on by and I give them the pitch, and that's how we sell the majority of it. And I'm sitting at my desk one day answering emails, and an email comes across, would you be interested in being on Shark Tank? And I'm kind of looking around the office like, all right, who's joking with me? And so I responded back, absolutely, we'd love to entertain the idea. And immediately I get an email back that says, how about a phone call tomorrow at noon? And I'm like, wow, these people are serious. You have to go through the application process. I'm like, all right, well, what's that? They said, you gotta make a 10-minute video. So I thought, well, okay, we can make our video. Let's just take a photographer to one of the boat shows and tape, video, everything that goes on for 6 hours. Put a microphone on me, put a microphone on Dave, our owner, and we just let it happen. It captivated the audience of the producers who we were going after. They thought, man, what a creative way to tell this story. You answered all of our questions, so we're moving you to the next step in the process. Okay, great, what's next? We're gonna send you like an 80-page contract. And so after that, we moved on to the next step. And they said, all right, we think we're gonna bring you out to LA. It'll be sometime in July. you'll get off the plane, somebody will be holding a sign that says ST7 for Shark Tank Season 7. You're gonna get in their van and they'll take care of you. They take us to Sony Pictures. First thing they say, whatever happens on Shark Tank stays on Shark Tank. You can't talk about anything from here on out. So our next step was to do our pitch that we had been rehearsing in front of the panel, not the sharks, but the panel of the executives. So we walk out in front of the panel and we do our 90-second pitch that we've been rehearsing. And the panel, they kind of look down the row at each other and we're kind of standing there nervous and they're like, all right guys, well I guess we'll see you back in front of the Sharks on Monday. And so we turn around and walk off and my producer comes running over to me. She's like, you don't understand, that's never happened. I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, they always have things to improve on. You guys just nailed it. You just nailed it, knocked it out of the park on your first try. So you're good, they have no corrections. So go enjoy tomorrow, which was Sunday, and we'll be back in front of the Sharks on Monday. With Shark Tank, a lot of people are going in front of the Sharks because they're desperate for their business. They've either got a concept that they want to get off the ground or they've second mortgaged their house. They've put everything in. We weren't that case. We were already selling product, so we weren't desperate. So we went into it saying, wait, 11 million people are going to watch this show and we've got a brand new product that no one's ever heard of? Yes, put us in front of those sharks, let us do our pitch and let's introduce this to 11 million people. I mean, not 2 seconds after our episode was over, we start hearing ding, 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 ding. Sales are coming in. People have gone to our website, lighting it up. I mean, our web traffic went from like 105 views the day before to 30,000. I mean, like that. You know, this is not a great time to sell air conditioning in this country. You know, we're in the dead of winter. But somehow on Saturday, we had our best day that we've ever had in the history of the company. You know, the best part of this is the family that this company is about. Dave Yance is a family man, first and foremost. I mean, he's the kind of guy you want to be. He's just a good person to be around. And to know that you're behind an effort for quality people like that and it's succeeding is wonderful.
I'm so happy for Shaq and his crew at Icybreeze.
To learn more about keeping cool wherever you may be, visit icybreeze.com and get their special Shark Tank price of just $1.99.
That would be a great thing to have when you're on tour with Alaska and Madi, where things really get hot.
And next, we'll learn more about the young ladies whose career has been on fire ever since appearing on The Voice when we return with more Explore Tulsa.
I want to get a new TV. There's like 1,000 different brands, all with different features. I wish I could make sense of it all. What do you think is best?
You should go to Video Revolution. Their experts will tell you everything you need to know. They carry the latest LED and 4K TVs and will even install it and set it up for you too.
She's right. You wouldn't talk to anyone but your dentist about your bicuspid. So when it comes to home entertainment, only trust the experts at Video Revolution, located on the northwest corner of 71st and Lewis.
Send me some love.
Look at us. We woke up one morning with every song that ever mattered to anyone. So now what? Music's meant to be heard, out loud, where your life happens, where you dance, where you love, and where you live. When everyone has every song ever written, what matters most is how you listen.
Come hear for yourself at Video Revolution.
Part of our promise for 2016 on Explore Tulsa is to search every crevice of green country to bring you great musical talent.
Well, so far so good. Last month, we heard from Camille and Haley, and this month, a duo that has taken the national stage, competing in Season 6 on The Voice.
And Alaska and Madi are as much fun as they are talented.
Since their appearance on The Voice, life has been changing fast as they learn more about the biz and enjoy bringing us great music.
So we wrote the song Oklahoma Heart, and it's got all these like little things about Oklahoma. We put a little quote from Will Rogers in it.
He never met a man he didn't like. We put that in there, and then Garth Brooks and Gene Autry and all the sunsets, because obviously Oklahoma has the best sunsets.
Some that say we're living in God's country. If you've seen a sunset here, then you know why. We're a mix of Wild West and Southern living.
So since The Voice, we kind of came off the show wanting to learn a ton about the music business because we didn't know anything.
Nothing
You know,
at
we
all.
went into it just singing karaoke tracks and came out of it with a full band and all this stuff that we needed to learn. So we actually ended up meeting our manager now, who is Jim Halsey, and he had us go out to Nashville and meet with a bunch of people, record labels, managers, publishing firms, all sorts of people, just to learn about the business.
Yeah, we'd go in and say, what do you do?
Yeah, it's been awesome working with Jim because everyone in Nashville knows who he is.
Yeah.
He's really helped us get into a lot of companies to talk to certain people. Normally, if you want to have a meeting with a record label, you'll get like an assistant.
Yeah,
but with Jim, you know, we talked to the vice president of A&R. You know, it's been really helpful to have him. There's so much more that goes behind your performance. You know, you can't just do it on your own. You have to have so many people behind you.
The Little Big Town sings the song called Girl Crush. And when we first listened to it, we were like, what is this song about? Huh? What?
I got a girl crush. Hate to admit it, but I got a hard rush. It ain't slowing down. I got it real bad. Want everything she has. That smiling at midnight laugh. She's giving you now. I wanna taste her lips. Yeah, 'cause they taste like you. I wanna
So we started doing it out in public, and now it's probably one of our favorite songs to cover. But we've gotten to perform all over the place in California. We're about to go perform in the Virgin Islands. We're really excited about that.
Yeah.
We got to open up for Vince Gill in North Carolina, which was super awesome. And then we got to go to Nashville and sing with him in Nashville too, which was incredible. And so we get to go backstage at the Opry all the time with Roy Clark and the Oak Ridge Boys because our manager manages them. And this man was standing talking to me, and I was just telling him my whole life story. He's asking me all these questions, and so we just were talking about that. And he said, "Well, let me get a picture of you and my son on our phone." Oh, we're like, "Cool, yeah."
Sure, yeah.
So we took a picture with his son, and later on that night, when the Oak Ridge Boys are performing, they had a special guest with them, right? And this man that I was talking to comes out on stage, and it just happens to be Lee Greenwood, the guy who wrote "God Bless America." And I should have picked up on it because I said my name was Alaska, and he was like, "Oh yes, I wrote the Coast Guard song for Alaska," and I should have like known.
Yeah, but we had no idea.
I had no idea, and then I was like, "Oh
They
my
announced
gosh!"
his name, and we were like, what?
I just
We're
told
like,
Lee
he
Greenwood.
He has a picture of us with the sun on his cell phone.
It's just insane. I was like, "Oh dear Lord!" I was like, and then I was trying to backtrack and see if I told him anything stupid. I was like, "Oh gosh, what have I done?" But that was pretty cool. Big dreams. We'd love to be recording artists and like playing places, big stages, and being able to touch thousands and thousands of people in the audience. I mean, our manager Jim says that if you can reach one person in one night, then you've done your job right.
I'm an official Alaskan Madi fan. You think they'll thank us someday when they're getting a CMA award?
I don't see why not, because I'm sure you left quite the impression, CV. To learn more about their music, upcoming shows, or book them for your next big event, visit AlaskaMadi.com.
Maybe if I practice, I could do a single with them. I heard that eating really good bread can help your singing voice.
They don't work miracles, but why settle for good when you can have the best with great harvest bread of Tulsa at the Farm Shopping Center? Coming up with more Explore Tulsa.
Have you outgrown your home entertainment system? Then it's time to step up with Video Revolution and Sony for the ultimate 4K home theater experience. Size does matter when it comes to the quality and enjoyment that you get from a home entertainment system. Engineered by the experts at Video Revolution on the northwest corner of 71st and Lewis.
Hey, it's Stevie from Explore Tulsa with my friend and optometrist for many years, Dr. Robert Zellner. Tell everybody why it's so good to come in to see you.
Well, that's a great question. Let's see, we've got two great locations. We try to stay cutting edge at every point along the way because let's face it, everybody wants to come in and get taken care of in a timely fashion and get the latest, greatest stuff and save some money and get on with their life. And see clearly.
And if you don't believe it, look on the website.
Absolutely, drzellner.com. You can find that we have our 2 locations at 69th and Memorial and 3030 South Harvard, or you can give us a call at 749-2020 or 461-2020.
And I got 4 kids, and I gotta tell you, as a big family like that, it's affordable too.
Oh yes, and of course, the number one reason, you save some money. I mean, with our 2-pair specials, with our different unique packages that we put together, I mean, you can come in here and your money can go a lot farther than anywhere else.
And that's why with Dr. Robert Zellner and Associates, seeing is believing.
Oh, I like that, Stevie. Well done.
All right, now that you're back, we're all set for more Explore Tulsa. Now, Trish, would you say that you're in the dough?
Oh, not really. I haven't even paid off all my Christmas bills yet.
That term actually comes from the 1800s when bread was considered a daily necessity of life.
Oh, so to earn one's living was to earn one's bread.
And bread and or dough became synonymous with making money.
So if you literally want to meet someone whose bread is really in the dough,
You'd have to meet Amy Smith at Great Harvest Bread of Tulsa.
Well, we start every morning at the kneading board at 7, so you're definitely going to get dirty in this environment. So it's fun. I was a stay-at-home mom for a while, and then I ran a preschool for a while, and somehow fell into this wonderful job of baking bread. I used to burn everything, so it's been fun learning. Gotten a little better. I have 4 kids. They are 10 and 11 and 6 and 5. And they love coming up here and they help us bake fun stuff. And on Saturday mornings they come up for cinnamon rolls. So it's a good family business. This Great Harvest Bread Company came about 2004 and they launched in Oklahoma or in Tulsa, and they did such a great job. And the original owners ran it for about 10 years, and then they had a second set of owners who came in and they just weren't able to keep the hours and keep up with the product demand as much as Tulsa wanted. So our company closed for about 6 months, and so many Tulsans were calling the Great Harvest Corporation that they sent out a team of people to jumpstart the bakery to try and find good owners, because Tulsa, they always say that Tulsa was in high demand for great bread. So. Well, Great Harvest is originally from Montana. It's a place called Dillon, Montana, and that's where our current headquarters resides. And it's just a freedom franchise, so it's a little different in that as long as you're selling their wheat and you're baking awesome or phenomenal bread, as we like to say, then you can launch your bread store and you can make it an entity into your community. So you can do anything that you want with it. Well, my husband, has an office down the street, and we frequented here often, and I've always been into healthy organic eating, and so it just kind of stumbled into it, and it was a really good fit. I didn't have to do a lot of research. Honestly, the environment is so welcoming and fun, and the product is so good, and just eating yummy bread really got me excited. And then when I learned that how healthy and good for you it is, then it was just kind of led to a natural fall of research, and so. What makes our product different is that our wheat is shipped in from Dillon, Montana, and in Dillon, because of the environment and because of the altitude, they don't have to have a lot of pest control, and we don't have to have a lot of chemicals. So we harvest our wheat, and it's a high protein content wheat. We have about 15% on our spring wheat, and then we mill it fresh here. And so we take it directly from the mill to the board, and from the board to your bread. So there's no preserving, there's no freezing, there's no chemical process. It is honestly a healthy whole product. Well, we have three of our main sellers. One is our pumpkin chocolate chip, which is fabulous, and then we also have our honey whole wheat, which is a 5-ingredient item. And then we have our power bars for all of our athletic workout people. So those are the ones that if we don't have them, we hear about it. We would love to do little events, and our main focus through the springtime is definitely our farmers markets and just getting out into the community. So you'll definitely hear more from Great Harvest soon. I hope that they get from us that we are real and we love what we do, and that we are baking a product that's good for your kids and it's good for all of ages, you know. And we always say here that we have a product that's good for your heart and a product that's good for your soul. So we have the healthy whole foods, and then we have the cheating a little side too. So we like that. Our baking bread is such an art and craft and running the business side is such a team that it's kind of a magnetic place to work. So our team is awesome and amazing, and we just come to work every day and listen to fun music and bake phenomenal bread, and we just enjoy what we do, and I hope that shows for our customers for sure. We have a great product and a great place to enjoy it.
Let me tell you what, that Amy Smith has some serious energy. No doubt raising 4 kids has given her a joyful personality and work ethic to make everyone who comes into the Great Harvest Bread of Tulsa very happy.
To find out more for yourself, visit tulsaok.greatharvestbread.com or stop by their bakery at the Farm Shopping Center at 51st and Sheridan.
As a baker, Amy's doing great business too.
How do you know that?
She showed me their pie chart, but when I asked her for their recipe, she told me it's a need to know, only get it, need the dough.
Oh, brother, stick around. There's more Explore Tulsa just ahead.
Hi, Dr. Robert Zellner here. For over 20 years, I've offered affordable, convenient eye care in Tulsa. Right now, you can get 1 pair of glasses or contact lenses starting at just $99, or my 2-pair deal for $129. Hey, and as always, the eye exam's included. Walk-ins are always welcome. Glasses are ready in about an hour. Plus, we have over 2,000 frames to choose from. We're open 7 days a week. Come see why we're voted Tulsa's best. And our drive-thru at 69th and Memorial makes pickup simple and easy. For the best eye care value in Tulsa, Dr. Robert Zellner and Associates.
Be sure and join us next week when we hang out with the Jinx Trojans on signing day as the football team receives their Max Preps Tour of Championship trophy for winning their 4th straight state title.
Special thanks to Alaska and Madi for sharing their story and singing with us. And please remember to thank Stevie when you win a CMA award.
Thanks too to Icybreeze, Jason Shackelford, the CEO, and his team for sharing their Shark Tank experience with us. Keeping things cool for us.
Also thanks to Amy Smith and her crew for keeping the bread fresh and tasty at Great Harvest Bread of Tulsa.
Remember, if you miss any of the show, you can always catch us at exploretulsa.com.
As always, each week we feature the people, places, and attractions that make us proud to call Tulsa our home.
Hey, don't forget to like us on Facebook. Share with us someone you think Tulsa should know more about.
Plus, remember, Explore Tulsa is brought to you by Video Revolution, located on the northwest corner of 71st and Lewis.
Stop by, say hello to Ron and all the guys for all your home entertainment needs.
And Explore Tulsa is also proudly brought to you by Dr. Robert Zollner and Associates.
Home of the 2-pair deal starting at just $99 with 2 locations, 3030 South Harvard and 69th and Memorial.
Well, that's all the time we have for you on this week's show, but we'll see you next week right here on Explore Tulsa.